Hello everyone. I'm gonna start my first review with Bentley for Men. This is not Bentley for Men Intense. It's just Bentley for Men, the original. This came out in 2013. Bentley for Men Intense came out in 2014. The reason I'm saying this is because Bentley for Men Intense is more hyped and more well known, more famous, and yeah, most people know Bentley for Men Intense. They kinda ignore this one for some reason, or maybe for good reason. Depends on what are you looking for. Let me talk about the smell, and actually the reason I started with the Bentley for Men is because this is good for fall, and we are in fall right now. It's not any less quality than Bentley for Men Intense. I will make a comparison between them both, and I will also review Bentley for Men Intense later, maybe in the winter. But now, let me talk about this. As I said, this came out in 2013. Smell wise, for me, when I first spray it, I smell boozy, spicy, sweet. The sweetness here is kind of like ambery sweetness. I don't know what kind of note that gives this sweetness, but it has patchouli and benzoin in the base notes. But at first, for me, the smell is not from benzoin. Benzoin gives you can give you more like a vanillic smell, and I can smell this maybe near the end. But at first, I smell kind of sweetness. I don't smell any freshness from bergamot. It has bergamot in the top note, but I can smell the pepper, black pepper. It's spicy, boozy from the rum. This has rum in the middle notes, and also as I said, spicy, boozy, sweet. It's kind of like maybe the sweetness from the rum actually, but it's similar to like ambery sweetness, but it's very good. It's very similar to Bentley for Men Intense, the opening, but later for me a little bit starts to goes its own way, but it's still similar. So is it redundant for me? I think yeah, maybe. It depends. And I'll talk about this later. So let's get back to the smell. After this sweet, boozy, spicy black pepper really appears here. I can smell. It gets a little bit. It doesn't change too much for me. I mean, stages is not too big here, but it gets leathery, but not too much. And patchouli, I can definitely smell the patchouli here from the beginning, maybe a little bit, and gets more later. And woody, yeah, I can smell some woods here, maybe sandalwood more than anything else, and also cedar, maybe mixed, kind of like between sandalwood and cedar. That's it pretty much. That's the smell, but it's very nice and high quality. This is as good quality as Bentley for Men Intense and as other Bentley like Bentley for Men Absolute, which is my favorite. The this one, as I said, it's very nice for cold weather, but not necessarily very cold. This is good for fall. I think it's perfect for fall. The best season is fall. Sorry, I'm covering this part because it's really reflective. It's best for fall, but you can use it in winter, and also if you live somewhere that it doesn't get too hot in like summer nights, maybe in the end of summer, you can pull it off, especially in like air conditioning environments. But yeah, that's the smell. Performance. Of course, it's not gonna be as beast as Bentley for Men Intense, and that's what Bentley for Men Intense is known for. I'm sorry, I keep going back to Bentley for Men Intense, but I have to because the Bentley for Men Intense is very well known in fragrance community. So this one gives me about 8 hours, maybe a little bit more. If you spray the clothes, it will give you more. However, it's not as loud. And for me, in my opinion, this is more wearable. This is more wearable version of Bentley for Men Intense. So in that regard, it may be even better buy for some people. But for other people who are looking for beast mode, they should go to Bentley for Men Intense. So it is kind of redundant. They are similar in smell. However, there are some differences. This for me, I'll talk about this later in the comparison, but just I'll tell you this really fast. This is more peppery for me, less leathery, and maybe a little bit more woody in a different way. Maybe woody in a different way. But yeah, that's it. But the smell is very nice. It's not as loud. It leaves sillage more than it projects. It doesn't project too much in my on my skin, but it's not weak either. However, the smell, it's very nice, and for the price, it's one of the best. This is Bentley for Men. Thank you.